Alrighty, I'll get us started. So hello, my name is Callie Rouse and welcome to Internships Research and Volunteering, Engaging Outside the Classroom. So I am an Intercultural Programs Advisor at CGIS and my pronouns are she, her, hers. And my colleague.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ashton Troxel. I'm also a programs advisor at CGIS, and my pronouns are she, her, hers as well. So welcome. We're excited to talk about experiential learning coupled with study abroad today.
Alrighty, so I'm going to get us started off with some important notes about the programs that we are all going to speak about in this event. So mostly we're just going to be talking about programs. There's a lot of programs we have listed, and so we're going to dive into those. But first of all the programs are CGIS programs, and they can be found under mCompass under the CGIS name. And they include a combination of coursework with an internship, research, or volunteer opportunity. And then we also, academic granted for all experience. Oh, I was like, we're missing the word credit. I was like, what does this say? Academic credit is granted for all experiences, regardless whether it's coursework or it's experiential work. And then LSA students earn in-residence credit for any experience you do.
So we're going to dive right into different programs. So we do have a couple of signifiers here on the screen. So the little circles that you see at the bottom, if it's FA, that means the program is offered in fall, W is winter, and then we also have one for spring/summer programs as well. So we are going to start off by focusing on programs outside of Europe. And so that takes us to international development in Chiang Mai, Thailand. So we have 3 international development programs in the CGIS portfolio. One is in Thailand, one is in Ecuador, and then the third one is in Senegal. Currently, Senegal is suspended, but if you're planning for the future, keep that in mind because students have to be juniors or seniors on these international development programs. For all of the locations, though, students will take coursework for the first half of the semester, and then the second half of the semester, they'll be doing either a research project or an internship. So it's up to you, and your internship or research will be focused on one of these 4 areas. So entrepreneurship, health, human rights, and sustainability. So this program is really good for students who may be interested in the Peace Corps and you really want to work alongside like local grassroots organizations. If you did, the entrepreneurship track, you could potentially be working alongside people who are wanting to apply for microloans, like reviewing their documents. For human rights, if you're doing research, you may be researching wage gaps, gender wage gaps within a local economy, making recommendations. So this program does require a high level of independence and emotional maturity because you are sometimes working with vulnerable populations. But it is a very rewarding program. And on the next slide, we have a little bit more information about the Ecuador program. So everything I said about the 4 focus areas remains the same for Ecuador. But the big difference between Thailand and Ecuador is that for Ecuador, you do have to have Spanish language skills because the coursework is in Spanish. And for Senegal, the coursework is in French. So yeah, those are the international development programs.
Awesome. So I'm going to be chatting a little bit about the intensive Chinese language and internship in Taipei. So you will be doing a language course in Mandarin on this program and then doing an internship in either Mandarin or English. It depends on your language level. If you have, proficiency in Mandarin to be able to do an internship in it, you can. And internships are 3 credits in the winter and fall and 2 in the spring and summer. So you can do this program year round. And here are a couple of examples of internship of opportunities, such as working at the zoo, the Democratic Progressive Party, China Post, and so forth. And next is the EcoQuest Field Studies in New Zealand. So this is a little bit more of a rural program, and instead of working in a city with a bunch of people, you're actually going to be out in bungalows and cabins and really engaged with work in nature. So students do apply directed research for 4 credits on this program. And these are kind of a variety of different opportunities they've done in the past, such as working with like bats, carnivorous snails, climate change, and other things like that. And this program is also available year round.
So jumping to the other side of the world, we have another program that focuses more on the environment, and that's Environment and Sustainable Development in Costa Rica. So for this program, keep in mind that you do have to have at least 2 semesters of college level Spanish, although instruction is in English. So students do take 1 Spanish course when they're on site on this program. That really helps with your cultural integration. And then in addition to that, students do a 6-credit field research project. So I think what is unique about this program is it is multidisciplinary. So you can really get like a natural science and social science perspective on solving environmental issues and bridging the gap between the 2 disciplines, which is really unique. And I've heard beautiful things about Costa Rica, so I'm sure that would be a great place to spend, especially a winter term when it's cold here.
Yeah.
So for School for Field Studies, we've listed a lot of programs on this one slide because they are very similar in nature. So students will be taking several classes with their cohort of students that they're with. You are going to be in more rural areas on this program, and then you also do a directed research for 4 credits. And it's more of a guided research that you're doing. But there's more focus on the field work versus at traditional classroom education. So we have programs all over the world with different focuses. So for example, climate studies in Chile versus marine resource studies in Turks and Caicos. So if you're a pipe major, you're in EEB or potentially biology, these are really good programs for you. And you can, add not just studying abroad to your resume, but also this field research that you did in a international context.
And then we have the Global Intercultural Experience for Undergraduates, or GIU. We're very excited that this is coming back this year. We haven't been able to offer it during the pandemic, but this is an experience in the summertime for 3 to 4 weeks where students are able to engage in project-based service learning opportunities alongside local communities. It has an intention to be an ethical and sustained engagement in a community. So it's not just going in and being like, here, we give you this, and actually asking the local people what they want out of the partnership with us. Our upcoming locations are going to be in Brazil and Thailand. And just note, because of kind of like the intentionality around it and the intention to kind of dive into things like ecotourism, or not ecotourism, voluntourism, we have a winter term preparatory course that's for 2 credits that you take. And so this one has a little bit of an earlier deadline than other things that are offered in the summer term. And preference is given to CSP students to participate in the program. Yeah, it's a great one. And switching over to Europe, so we have the European Union in Freiburg. So this program runs all year round, but in the winter term, it has a competitive 4-credit internship, which is available at the end of the term. So students would take an internship seminar, I believe, during the winter term. And then at the end of their time, There, when they finish their studies, they would be in place in a 4 to 6 week placement in Freiburg. And placements are individualized in both in English and German. So like with a Taipei program, it's special, it's kind of like, whatever proficiency you have, you go with whichever program you do. And it's available in a variety of sectors such as business, education, government, NGOs, and so forth.
Okay, so along the lines of political science, international relations, we have several programs offered by our partner SIT, also known as School for International Training. So like I mentioned, for the international development programs, these programs have a similar structure. In the first half of the semester, you're taking classes alongside your cohort, and then the latter half, you're either doing an independent study project or an internship. So for these SIT programs, you're in a small cohort, so around 25 to 30 participants. You're all taking the same classes. You're staying in homestays, so you really get close with the academic director on site who is there to help you along the way in developing your study project. I think most students choose to do the study project over an internship. But if you're interested, feel free to reach out to me. So the offerings that have this set up are international studies and multilateral diplomacy in Geneva. So that program is really popular for PICS and public policy students. And then we have global health and development policy. So if you're curious and wanting to go into public health, potentially this would be a good one for you. And then there's banking, finance, and social responsibility, and policy law and regional autonomy. So that one in Bilbao, Spain is pretty specific topic-wise. So you really have to be interested in independence movements. For example, like Scotland or the Catalan region in Spain. Those are things you're going to be studying on that program. Then we also have a location in Ghana, which focuses on globalization and cultural legacies and the modernization of Ghana as well. So really good opportunities for students to get some social science research experience on these programs. Then I'm going to talk about another SIT program. It's climate change and the Arctic. So this one is less social science based and more natural science based, because you'll be doing research under the Arctic climate protection. So below are some examples of what you could be researching. So you do have to have a background in engineering, earth sciences, sustainability, etc., to qualify for this program. But we have sent students there in our photos that you're seeing today. They're all CGIS alumx students. So this program does not require a language course. The ones on the page before all require one language class. And these are all offered in the winter, with the exception of international studies in Geneva that has a summer option as well.
Great. I'm going to chat a little bit about our Study Abroad in Scandinavia program, also known as DIS. This is located in Denmark, or Copenhagen, Denmark, and Stockholm, Sweden. And this one has, so the instruction is all in English, and students have an option of doing lab coursework alongside their regular coursework. And you can do kind of like focused labs on like neuroscience, biology, game development, and things like that. And students also have the possibility to apply for a research assistantship position for 3 credits. And these ones specifically are available just in the fall and winter term, but they cover a variety of topics from our sciences to architecture to like psychology and sociology. And just note with the RA positions, you do have to apply separately at a later date for the position. And in the summertime, in addition with we offer lab coursework as well as 6-week, 6-credit labs. And as you can tell, this isn't a year-round program. So then we have the Dublin Parliamentary Internship in Ireland. We're very excited that this is launching this year. It is a program where students are able to work alongside an MP, a member of Parliament, in Dublin, doing such things as conducting surveys, researching and reporting on issues related to public welfare, preparing press briefings, and other things of the like. Students spend 2 to 3 days a week in their internship placement and then the other 2 days in classes. And then students will also have a internship course they take along with it, where they will write a research paper about the specifics of what they're doing in the course. And this is available in the fall and winter terms.
So another new addition to the CGIS portfolio is Humanities and Social Sciences in Sorrento. So that's in the south of Italy, like on the Amalfi Coast. And students who participate in the program and are rising juniors or seniors and have advanced coursework in their major are eligible to potentially do an internship while they're on site. So you also have to have a 3.0 GPA for the internship. That is not the criteria for getting into the program. So you will be doing a guided practicum with academic work and reflections throughout your time there. And these are some of the disciplines that students have previously gotten internships in, and you don't have to have Italian language skills to do an internship.
Then we have the Dublin Summer Internship Program. So this one is kind of almost like a companion to the other one, except that it is open to all kinds of other internships. So students are matched with local businesses in Dublin in the realm of working in marketing departments, NGOs, hospital administration, government agencies, and creative industries. And it is a 9-week program in which students will take an internship course in partnership with the internship that they take, and as well as an elective course. And this is offered just, of course, in the summertime. Then the next one is also a summer program. So this is the STEM Summer Research Program. This one is kind of unique in that it doesn't include classwork. It is purely work in a lab, as if you were working in a lab here, except now you are working alongside a professor in a completely new country. So students select one of 5 locations based on their academic interests for 6 credits. So you can be in London or Aberdeen and Glasgow in Scotland, Dublin and Granada, Spain. Note that you don't have to know Spanish to be able to do the Granada program. And each location is like specializing in particular areas. So like if you want to take biology, lab work, or want to be working in a biology lab, like our London option is best for that. Whereas like Granada has like math labs. I don't know if those are a thing, but they do math things over there. And so you work alongside local professors in subjects like biology, computer science, neuroscience, psychology, and more. And if you're interested in this one, just note that this one does have an early admit deadline that we recommend students apply for, because positions with the labs can fill up. Then also we have the Psychology and Research in Spain program. So this is another summer kind of more STEM leaning program. So students will take a psych course and then they can opt into a research placement in English or Spanish based on your level of proficiency, with a total of 6 credits. Just note that you must have completed an intro psych, bio, or a neuroscience course, any of those, as long as you take one of the introductory courses. And then a preference is given to students who have taken 2 semesters of college level Spanish or more. Then students work in research labs, institutes, medical facilities, and community settings. And this one,
Yes, so to wrap up, we do have other programs that offer internships, but a lot of them are our advanced language programs. So if you have 5 to 6 semesters of a language, whether it's in French, Italian, German, Spanish, Arabic, there are other opportunities out there for you as well. So make sure you talk to your program advisor when you're researching programs, if you want to do research or internship while you're abroad studying. And so I know we just gave you a lot of information. This slideshow and the recording will be made available to you, so you'll have the information. But next steps are, researching programs either through the CGIS website or on Encompass. We have a really helpful advising page. When you go to the CGIS homepage, click on undergrads and you'll see the advising tab. And then once you found a program that is a good fit for you, you'll start an application. Keep in mind that our spring, summer, and fall and academic year applications will open in early October. So you could start planning for the upcoming semesters pretty quickly. And if you come to our study abroad fair, it's on October 11th in the Union Ballroom from noon to 4. We will have all of our programs for 2023 like announced and out, and you can talk to folks about it then as well.
And if you're looking at any of these programs today and you're going, I'm interested in this one, but I don't know who to talk about it, is another thing that's on our advising page. So I'll just open it up here. So below like the basic information, you will also find information on our advising team. So maybe you're interested in a program in the Spanish language. You'll see that Juliana is our Spanish language advisor, and she can consult with you about any of those Spanish language programs that are available and so forth. A variety of the programs that we mentioned today are on both myself and Ashton's roster as well. And you can just schedule an appointment with us about any specific program you're interested in at this link. Yeah. Other questions? I think I got one. Oh, it's just Ashton's email. Okay. All right. If no more questions, thank you guys so much for coming today. I'm so sorry with the technical difficulties that the link was put in wrong, but we will be sharing out a copy of this presentation as well as a copy of our recording. So that should be shared out with you. Just know if you didn't sign up for the sessions page and you want that information, you can just drop your link or drop your unique name in and I will get you added to our list. But otherwise, yeah, it's great to meet with you guys. Bye.
Bye.